Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today, I think we'll be going towards the 6th gym now because we have done pretty much everything that we can before we can head to the 6th gym. But before we do that, I feel like we should finally get those encounters that I was delaying in the previous episode at the very least. So let's go ahead and get our first encounter, whatever this could be, because this could be potentially like 4 Pokemon. Luckily we got this trainer to fight us last time, so I guess this is a good place to, try and fish for these Pokemon that we need. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I should also farm for these gems, huh? I forgot about these guys. But anyways, let's see what we get. Okay, Ferroseed. Okay, not a bad Pokemon at all if you ask me. This thing is super bulky. And of course, if you have played, competitive Pokemon, Ferrothorn is freaking amazing. But anyways, do I need to use any status conditions to catch you? Because I do not know what the catch rate on Ferroseed is. But anyways, by the way, if you have played Lil Cup, this Pokemon is a menace. It's like on literally almost every single team that I have played against. Funnily enough, I never found any use for this thing on my team for some reasons. I do not know. I always thought Fungus was a better grass type. By the way, I'm talking about Gen 8 Lil Cup, if you are wondering about that. But anyway, I think the only thing we can call this thing is, spiky nuts, because this is exactly what this thing is, if I can be honest. But anyways, okay, so that's our first Pokemon that we can get. But there's another Pokemon I skipped over, and honestly, this one might take long to get. So I guess I'll see you guys in the location where we need to go to get this next Pokemon. Alright, here I am, and okay, let's not fight that ranger over there. But anyways, now we can surf, and we can go to this particular place, which we could not go before. By the way, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a hidden item here somewhere, right? Or maybe I guess there was no hidden item. Instead, we had the TM for Fling hidden over here. But anyways, okay, so there's a secret cave here called the Mistralton Cave that you can only access once you get Surf. So we'll be getting another Pokemon in this place, and this one is kind of important. Unfortunately, this is a 50-50 coin toss. If I don't mess this one up, that is. Which I really hope I don't, but oh well. But anyway, one of the main problems with Mistralton Cave is that it's completely dark. Luckily, there's a pretty simple solution. You can get the TM for Flash, and yes, Flash is a TM, not an HM in Gen 5. Another, reason why it's considered so good. But anyways, okay, so now what we can do is we can teach Healdee's Flash over Thunder Wave. Now you must be asking, hey man, Thunder Wave can be a pretty useful move to catch Pokemon, But here's a fun fact about Flash. So we teach it to, Healdee's. Then Healdee's nuts can use its, use the move Flash to flash its nuts to, lighten our path. And then here's a fun fact, because Flash is a TM in this game, once you use it over here, you can just, remove it from Audino's moveset and teach it Thunder Wave again. And fun fact, this does not remove Flash's effect. And so now we have Flash's effect active, at least until we are in this particular room. And we also do not have our moveset restricted. So that's pretty good. Unfortunately, we do need strength for this place as well, which is unfortunately still an HM. And far as I can tell, the only Pokemon on my team that can even learn it is either Audino or it's... Oh, never mind, it's not even Audino. Only Stoutland, Excadrill, and, Heracross can learn it. Well, obviously, Stoutland is the best Pokemon that can make use of it. I don't want to get rid of Return, because Return is actually the, better move. But, hey man, I guess we have to get rid of Leer at this point. I don't think Stoutland is a very good Pokemon for Leer anyway. Hey man, if it had Intimidate, it definitely would be useful. But, we can't rely on Stoutland to actually live hits in this place. So, it is what it is, I suppose. But anyways, okay, I'm pretty sure there are mandatory trainer fights in this area, right? Okay, well, that one definitely was not mandatory. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to avoid fighting as many trainers in this place as possible because, trainers in this place are kind of strong and they will be causing problems. But anyways, so I think this guy has a Boldor even in freaking Black and White 1 as well, as far as I remember. This guy has just not changed his teams at all, huh? But not gonna lie, Boldor is a pretty strong Pokemon too, if I can be honest. Well, not when it's using Rock Slide, which is 4 times resisted by Excadrill. But hey, I guess everybody can do whatever they want, I suppose. Okay, my god, I'm not gonna lie, Excadrill is seriously like, leveling up pretty fast, and this is like one of the few Pokemon I can actually use in the gym, so yeah, definitely want to avoid doing this if I can be honest, but anyways. Alright, first of all, before I start running, I need to ensure that I'm using repels here. Because even though we only have a, 50% chance of getting what I want here, yeah, I would still prefer to get the 50% chance rather than, 1 in 4, or maybe not in 1 in 4 actually. It's actually even lower if you don't use the strat that I'm about to use. But anyways, by the way, I've already talked about the strat, which is called Repel Manipulation. Okay, I'm pretty sure this cave is blocked till post-game, right? Because that takes you to the... I don't remember what it's called in this game. Clay Tunnel or something? I'm not too sure. This is a TM, right? Okay, no, this is just a Dusk Ball, which by the way is pretty useful because if you don't know, Dusk Balls have a very high chance to catch a Pokemon if you are in a dark cave or something. Okay, unfortunately, I think this one is definitely mandatory because, yeah, I don't think this guy turns around, but oh well. I think I should really start using Stoutland, but not gonna lie, these hikers and the ace trainers that are above us, especially the ace trainers are definitely gonna be an issue. Yeah, these guys will definitely be using, Pokemon that I don't think Stoutland can deal with, if I can be honest. Though, honestly, for Onix, I don't think I need to worry too much. Or maybe I should. Let's just use Metal Claw, because I'm pretty sure Onix has Sturdy anyway. So, yeah. By the way, let's see how much damage that does. Wow, that was a critical hit, by the way. Yeah, my god, I'm not gonna lie. I would say this though, Onix definitely is doing a lot more damage than I expected to do because, yeah, if you do not know, Onix's attack stat is terrible. It literally has less attack stat than Oddish, Pikachu, and yeah, even Bulbasaur I think has a higher attack stat than Onix, which is dumb if you ask me. But I guess, hey man, that comes with the trade-off of Onix having higher defense than freaking Skarmory. Too bad it's nowhere near as good as Skarmory. Okay, never mind. I don't even need to use Flash again for this room. I thought I would have to do that, but never mind. Hey man, I'll gladly take this. I don't want to, go through, reteaching moves on my Audino over and over again. But anyways. Okay, I think we can just skip to the final room, the guidance room. I think that's what it's called, or maybe it's called the guidance chamber. I honestly do not know. Let's see if we can skip to that place from here. But I'm gonna be careful here because, yeah, this place has ace trainers in it, and yeah, ace trainers are yeah, they're pretty dangerous. But anyways, okay, yeah, we managed to make it past over here. Okay, so this is the place I want to encounter it, and unfortunately it's only a 50% chance. Luckily, the other Pokemon that we can get is also not bad because that Pokemon can also help us in this particular gym at the very least. Heck, I would say it's even useful for the next gym as well that is coming up after this one, but hey man, I guess we'll see what happens over here, huh? Anyways, okay, did I give... Okay, oh my god, I didn't even give it the leftovers for some reason. Alright, yeah, there we go. Now that we have given this thing leftovers, let's see if we can get the Pokemon that I want. By the way, thanks for the escape rope. Definitely will be using that once we get our encounter here. But anyway, avoid the freaking, what do you call it, dust clouds. Though far as I know, they can only give you drill bursts, so doesn't really matter. But anyways. Okay, so we got the Pokemon that I did not want, but this is a still fine Pokemon, and that's Aaron, a Steel Rock type. Anyways, I do not know if Aaron learns anything that is pretty dangerous for me, as far as I know. Also, can't this thing just evolve to Lairon right now? I'm not too sure. I know Aggron evolves pretty late, but anyway, let's see. Okay, it doesn't even have Rock Head, it has Sturdy as its ability. Maybe that's not too bad of a thing, I suppose, but oh well. Now that I think about it, maybe this is the better Pokemon to get because, yeah, my team is kind of weak to flying as well. So not gonna lie, this thing is definitely not helping with the fact that I am weak to, what do you call it, water as well on my team. And yeah, this thing isn't exactly helping with that water weakness. But anyways, okay. I don't think this thing should have like too low of a catch rate, right? At least I hope it doesn't have a low catch rate. But anyways, okay, come on, just get in the ball, dude. Okay, my god, never freaking mind. Aaron is just... Oh! Okay, never freaking mind. I did not even knew it could use Roar. Okay, never freaking mind. We didn't even get freaking Aaron then. Okay, never mind. That's a failed encounter right there, boys. Oh boy, I guess then what we have is what we have. So don't mind me. Just gonna pick up this Rock Slide TM over here. And I guess, yeah, now we just dip. Alright, I am back, and yeah, let's go ahead and finally do the 6th gym. Now, I'm not sure if I'll go all the way through this 6th gym on this particular episode, though honestly, you know what, we definitely can do that. But anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, now we are in one of the most bizarrely designed gym, if I can be honest. Yeah, so first of all, Clyde, or whoever this guy is supposed to be, flies all the way from God knows where straight into our face. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, you know, having a gym design like this, yeah, this definitely cannot be safe, if I can be honest. Like, I can tell you, man, people definitely have died in this freaking gym. But hey, man, I guess people over here don't really care about that now, do they? But anyways, okay, oh my god, let's see. Okay, I think I barely managed to survive. Whew. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if you can move quick over here, you can avoid most of the trainers. Though I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I was far better at handling this gym, if I can be honest, than I am currently right now. Like, for example, this one guy over here, I'm pretty sure I have bumped into several times, and he has a freaking over-leveled pheasant, as far as I know. So, yeah, that's definitely not cool. Anyways, okay. I don't think you need to go into this. Okay, oh my god, come on, get in. Okay, whew. Yeah, luckily you don't actually need to go into that room with the guy. Okay, come on. Alright, perfect. Okay, now I think we need to take the lower path. Yeah, because we get a very small amount of time to actually get through this place. Anyway, let's see if... Oh, wait, there's a cover over here, huh? Okay, my god, I completely forgot about this one, if I can be honest. But yeah, I remember the other two are just bait, so... Okay, oh my god, we just made it to the gym leader without even facing a single trainer, huh? You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kept my team over here intentionally under-leveled, specifically because I thought I would face at least 1 or 2 trainers over here, but never freaking mind. That's just not a problem for me, I suppose. But anyways, okay, ingrain. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, our boy Spiky over here is definitely just gonna be a complete bastard, if I can be honest. But anyways, okay, I don't think we'll be using Pin Missile. So yeah, definitely gonna give him that. I'm not gonna lie, the ace Pokemon of this gym leader is definitely gonna be a problem. So yeah, I think, by the way, Crobat learned acrobatics while I was preparing. So yeah, Crobat can definitely do some damage in this gym. But anyways, I think first we're gonna use Ordino to hopefully try and... okay, well, that's a double specific move, we don't need that. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do is use Magnezone for the most part, I would say, to, you know, beat this gym. But for the final Pokemon, because that is level 42, so yeah, 6 levels higher than my Pokemon, that definitely cannot be good. Okay, Retaliate is a strong move, but I don't think we'll be using it here. Anyway, Crobat will be holding no items, so that his acrobatics can do the maximum amount of damage. As for Ordino, I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to get this thing light screen, but I just don't have the money for that TM just yet. So I guess, okay, we don't need to give this thing experience share anymore. Okay, what items am I holding first? I'm going to, yeah, I think we'll just keep Silk Scarf on this is fine. This thing should probably hold Rock Slide, or like, you know, Expert Belt, so that its Rock Slide gets 20% damage boost. Of course, this thing needs Eviolite to be able to, you know, tank hits. Magnezone I have given leftovers because... honestly, I don't think Magnezone will actually need too much help in this gym, if I can be honest. He can pretty much solo most of the Pokemon except for the final one. Which, the only solution I have for that is to Thunder Wave it and then hopefully deal with it somehow. As for Crobat, he is just going to be used in contingency plans. I don't think I'll be using Acrobatics Crobat just yet. But hopefully for the first 2 Pokemon, we should be able to just deal with them with our Stoutland over here. But anyways, without further ado, let's see if we can get through the 6th gym or not. Alright. Okay, so far as I remember, the first Pokemon should be an Unpheasant in this challenge mode. No, it's Zubat. Okay, actually that's fine. We have Crunch for this thing. Though I'm not gonna lie, it's level 40. Okay, I thought they would be like level 38 or something like that, but never freaking mind. Also, this thing is faster than me. Okay, dude. Although Stoutland is bulky, so it doesn't die to a freaking crit, at least with the first hit. Okay, I think Skyla is just probably gonna use a potion here, right? Yeah, of course. This is actually fine in my opinion because, yeah, I don't think we really care too much, if I can be honest, about that one. But anyways. Okay, well, this defense drop would have been nice if we got this previously, but anyways. I don't actually want to risk a crit here, so I think I just switched to Excadrill here, right? I think that's the best thing to do if I can be honest, but I'm not too sure. I am dead to crit here. And Stoutland is not a Pokemon that I would say I would like to lose this early on, but anyways. Yeah, I think Excadrill is fine. I don't think Zubat gets anything to actually hit Excadrill for super effective damage here, right? Okay, I only know Psychic. I think we resist that, so it should be fine. Okay, I will fine. I don't think I'm faster than Stoutland on... Yeah, we're not faster, but I don't think this Energy Ball should kill, right? That's a coverage move. I don't think that was a kill with a crit, right? Maybe it was in ranges. Like, you know, in certain ranges it was a KO. I'm not too sure. Okay, this... Okay, yeah, so this does bait out her ace Pokemon, which is Swanna. Alright, so Swanna knows Surf, as I know, right? In this challenge mode. Normally, I think Swanna only knows Bubble Beam, which is not a huge problem. But, yeah, if it knows Surf, that's definitely a problem. Because, yeah, that will hit for a lot of damage. Anyways, okay. But, yeah, Ferroseed is pretty tanky. And now we just Thunder Wave this thing. Okay, we dodged the Air Slash. That is amazing. And, yeah, now that this thing is paralyzed, I'm going to guess it's not going to use Surf. Because, yeah, Surf, I'm pretty sure is a KO on my Magnezone. Not from full health, but I'm going to guess it's a crit. So, yeah. Like, if it crits Surf on my Magnezone, that could be bad. But if it uses Air Slash, which we 4 times assist, I think we're good. And I think now that this thing is paralyzed, we should be faster. And by the way, if you're new to, if you're a new player of Pokemon, yeah, fun fact, in the generations before Generation 6, paralysis used to quarter your speed, not half it like it does in Gen 6. So, yeah, we just KO her ace Pokemon like that only. And this is why Volt Switch is such a good move. You just kill one of their Pokemon and then you get to bring out another one of your strong Pokemon out. So which one do I want out, if I can be honest? I do not know. I think the Pokemon she is left with are now Unpheasant and Skarmory, right? Because I think she has 4. If that's the case, I'm just going to try and paralyze the Unpheasant. If it's the Pokemon coming out. Okay, no, it's not Unpheasant, it's Sigilyph. Alright, yeah, we can definitely Thunder Wave this. The problem with... Okay, never freaking mind. We have this issue, huh? Okay, I did not think about this if I can be honest. Alright, I hope that Audino can wake up because, yeah, Gen 5 has terrible sleep mechanics, so... Okay, my god, we're lucky. And now we'll get paralyzed ourselves because, yeah, unfortunately... Oh, wait, what? Sigilyph does not have... Okay, you know what? Let's try this. See if we can pull out the Whitney strats on this dude. Do we get it? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and chip this thing over here because, yeah, Sigilyph can be a little bit scary because it has decent offensive stats. Which, by the way, I'm not gonna lie, when I looked at Sigilyph for the first time, I thought this thing is a evolved form of Unknown. Hey man, don't blame me, it kinda looks like one if you really look at him, but yeah, he's not, so it is what it is. Okay, so I do not know if this thing knows Heat Wave or something, but if it does, I should not switch in my, Ferroseed in this thing. Also, I want my Magnezone healthy for the Skarmory in the back, which is the final Pokemon. And I can't switch in Crobat in this thing because, yeah, it's clicking Psychic. Should I just risk a crit on Audino? Honestly, I don't think Audino will have too much uses after, this point in the game. I guess that would be the smart thing. Also, I just noticed that I did not equip a single item on Audino, which is my freaking bad, if I can be honest. Yeah, that kind of mistakes can definitely screw us over. Also, do I seriously okay, I only have Thunder Shock. I guess this is fine. I don't think Skarmory can really do too much to Magnezone because Magnezone is a hard counter to that thing. Unfortunately, Ferroseed can't really do too much either, especially now that this thing is Thunder Wave, so Gyro Ball will do like nothing. And Excadrill might be dead to crit Psychic, so... I mean, switching to Magnezone is kind of safe over here, if I can be honest. I'm just looking for the safe move. There really is not too much of a threat in this fight, if I can be honest. I'm going to hope that Skarmory really does not have anything for my Magnezone then. Yeah, because I think that should be fine, hopefully. Okay, it went for Hypnosis, my lord. Okay, dude, never freaking mind. You know what, I think it's fine. We can just kill this thing with Volt Switch, bring in Audino, and then switch back immediately to Magnezone. Because I don't think Skarmory should be able to do anything to Magnezone. And yeah, Magnezone can pretty much just sweep this entire gym if you play it carefully. But anyways, okay, yeah, let's... Actually, we can even bring Ferroseed. I don't think... Ferroseed would be risking anything from Scarberry, right? Yeah, that's fine actually. Let's just bring Ferroseed in. Because yeah, I really don't think Scarberry can do anything to Ferroseed over here. But yeah, anyways, this is her final Pokemon. To be honest, it would have been her starter if, or like, her other Pokemon if we, didn't just... Okay, my god, huh? I forgot about Iron Barbs if I can be honest. My god, I'm not gonna lie. I've played competitive, but I played mostly like, outside of OU since Gen 8. And in Gen 7, when I played for the first time, yeah, Ferrothorn, I just never faced it too many times. Which is a bit strange, but I guess I was playing in lower elos, so people just don't realize how good of a Pokemon that is. But anyway, while Scarberry wastes his time over here trying to actually match the speed of Magnezone, yeah, I don't think we'll be worrying about that anymore, considering even if this doesn't kill, I'm pretty sure Skarmory has nothing that it can do to stop Magnezone over here. Yeah, that's his best move over there, which Magnezone resists, by the way. Okay, never freaking mind. Yeah, this was an easy gym. Honestly, you know what? I just overcomplicated things over there. I really didn't need to put too much thought into beating Skyla, huh? But yeah, anyways, with that, we have gotten our 6th gym badge. And now we can get a lot of encounters, I believe. Because yeah, we won't be going for the 7th gym for a very long time over here. But yeah, anyways, okay, nice to have another break after Clay, if I can be honest. But yeah, anyways, you're an amazing Pokemon trainer. My Pokemon and I are happy because for the first time in quite a while, about 2 years I'd say, we could fight with our full strength. Yeah, she really brought her full strength, guys. She literally had, definitely did not had 3 of her Pokemon be swept by a single freaking flying magnet. But anyways, this is an official league gym badge. But this is just a stepping stone. Oh, don't worry about that. I know that very well. I know that we have 2 more gyms to go, and most importantly, the freaking Elite Four, which is what I'm scared of in this freaking run, if I can be honest. But, that should be obvious. But anyways, yeah, we know about that one. And yeah, now she gives us one of the strongest flying moves to have ever existed, if I can be honest. And that is Acrobatics. But anyways, yeah, so now we can, exit Straton City. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. And yeah, then I will end this episode. But anyways, okay, she flew behind her as, us as well. Not gonna lie, I'm not even sure how, what do you call it, we just stopped immediately after coming outside of the gym. Like, it felt like we didn't even just, got blasted away by some giant turbine fans. Oh well, whatever, I suppose. Hey man, at least as long as our character, can move and doesn't have a face, that looks like a cripple, I think we're all good. But yeah, anyways, okay, I think from here we can just go to the... I always forget this town's name, if I can be honest. But anyways, okay, we have to talk to you, huh? Yeah, sure, why not take us to your... oh yeah, Lentimas town. I think that's what it's called, right? Also, she's here too. Reversal Mountain, which by the way, I'm not gonna lie. I have played, I think only I would say 2023, as I remember, the post game of Pokemon Platinum, which is what Bianca was referencing there with the Reversal Mountain, because apparently it's supposed to be the exact same thing as the mountain that you face after you, collect all of the, the regional decks for Pokemon Platinum. But anyways, okay, yeah, now she's talking about the fact, why she brought us here, because she wants to experiment, or like not experiment, but to learn about what Team Plasma is planning. But hey man, that story would have made a lot more sense to new people had I played Black and White 1 first. Okay, yeah, well, whatever, sure. First, I had to look at the freaking, the 7th gym leader's level cap. I know I've shit-talked the 7th gym leader, calling him easy. And to be fair, if you are playing as, if you're playing without any restrictions on yourself, like the ones that I have, that, you can't level up as high as the gym leader's level Pokemon, or like highest level Pokemon. Yeah, the 7th gym is one of the easiest gyms in my opinion, but I'm not gonna lie, my encounters are kinda iffy on this run, so yeah, I can't really say too much about that one. But anyways, yeah, we'll get the encounters for, Reversal Mountain on the next episode. So yeah, if you guys like what you see, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And in the comment section, you tell me your opinions about the situation up ahead and what do you think. we'll be able to get through Reversal Mountain Deathless, because I'm not gonna lie, some of the trainers in Reversal Mountain, which are mandatory by the way, are absolutely crazy. So yeah, hopefully we don't lose a Pokemon over here. Also, our next rival battle will be coming up pretty soon. The proper rival battle, not the one that like we had in the World Tournament where our rival was like 7 levels under us. But yeah, do let me know your thoughts about the run so far. Do you think we'll make it past the 7th gym? And if we do, will we lose more Pokemon? Yeah, do let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one.